Okay, so we're showing how to divide complex numbers, and what we're going to be doing here is basically changing the form of this fraction. It's going to be the same value, but we're going to change its form, and that may not make sense until I step over here and I say, we all know how to do this. Okay? You can't add those fractions together until I have a common denominator, right? So what do you do to get this thing with a common denominator? Okay, so you're going to take both the top and the bottom of this fraction and multiply it by 2. Okay? Then you'll have 2/16 plus 3/16, and you can go on your way now with adding fractions, right? So I got a question for you. Do those two fractions, the ones that I have in purple boxes, are they the same fraction? Yeah, they're the same fractions, just a different form, right? Okay. And I tricked that fraction into having a different form by multiplying it by 2/2. Okay. So I didn't just pick any number here. I chose 2 for a reason. Okay. So what I'm going to do on dividing complex numbers is I'm going to trick it by multiplying by just the right number on top and bottom. Okay. So here I go. I'm going to multiply both the top and this bottom, the top and bottom of this fraction, by 5 plus 4i. Okay, so you'll notice it's got the same numbers as the bottom here, but the sign is different. Okay? It's called the complex conjugate. Okay, so if I had said, hey, please tell me the complex conjugate of 3 plus 7i, you'd say 3 minus 7i, right? Okay, same numbers, just change the sign. Okay? Or if it was 3 minus 7i, and I said, what's the complex conjugate? You'd say 3 plus 7i. So, get rid of this for a second here, back over here, and we're going to say, let's do this multiplication now. Okay. For right now, I'm just going to multiply the bottom, and you'll see why I chose these particular numbers in just a second. Okay. So help me FOIL here. 5 times 5 is 25. 5 times positive 4i is 20i. Negative 4i times 5 is negative 20i. And negative 4i times positive 4i is plus 16, nope, minus 16 I squared. Okay, so yeah. So what I've done here is I'm multiplying these two fractions together, and I chose these particular numbers for a reason, and you'll see that reason right now. What are you going to get when you combine these? 0. Okay, so those just totally go away. Okay. And what does this I squared become?
A positive 16.
Yeah, it makes this into a negative 16 because I squared is negative 1. So really, the whole thing on the bottom is going to work out to 25 plus 16. So what, 41? Okay. So you'll notice, by choosing just the right numbers, all the I stuff went away and ended up at 41. Okay. Now, we do have to take care of the top too, so let's do that. 3 times 5 is 15. 3 times 4i is plus 12i. 2i times 5 is plus 10i. And 2i times 4i is 8i squared. These two will combine into 22i. This will become a negative 8i, right? Sorry. This will become a negative 8. So I'll have 15 minus 8 is 7. And you may be able to type it in this way and have Delta Math accept it. Otherwise, you can type it in this way. And that's your answer. So you were dividing these two complex numbers, to do that, you multiply the top and bottom of the fraction by the complex conjugate of this denominator, crank through all the foiling and everything, and ended up with your answer right there. So let's do another one. 6 plus 2i over 3 minus 4i. So what am I going to multiply the top and bottom by? 3 plus 4i. Okay. I'll take care of the denominator first. 3 times 3 is 9. And then, do you mind if I do this multiplication in your head? Okay. 3 times 4i is 12i, right? And then negative 4i times 3 is negative 12i. So I get 12i minus 12i. It goes away. Okay. And then, so I'll have 9 minus 16i squared. But wait, I squared is negative 1, so it makes this plus 16. Right? So I'll just write the whole thing as 9 plus 16 is, 25. Okay. So now let's take care of the top. 6 times 3 is 18. 6 times 4i is 24i. Plus 6i from doing the 2i times 3. And then plus 8i squared. Okay, cool. So I've got, for the i's, I got 30i. And this will become negative 8. So I'll have 18 minus 8 is 10. And be aware, if you type that into Delta Math, it's going to say, sorry, you're wrong. Okay? And the reason it's going to say, sorry, you're wrong, is it needs to be simplified. I'm going to split this up into two fractions. 10 over 25 plus 30i over 25. And now each of these fractions can be reduced. 10 over 25 is 2/5. And 30 over 25 is 6/5. So that's what Delta Math is going to look like. Okay, all right, move on.